All right, welcome tonight to that's just the crazy question tonight. What am I going to title and label this YouTube live stream show that I'm going to be showcasing different beard beard companies and men's grooming companies. And so it's going to be a little niche corner in this whole realm of YouTube among all of my peers. This little bitty section in the corner that I'm going to try to talk about beard stuff, beard care, showcase companies, showcase things that have worked for me along my journey with beard care. So I'm super excited because this is a hobby, not just a hobby, but a passion for me to talk about because obviously you see I have a beard. I love all things beard related. I have a lot of friends that are growing beards and just aspiring to grow a beard. And I feel like there is a lot of things out there that people are searching for education on beards. Now, do I have all the answers? Absolutely not. If you're wanting all the answers, I can tell you somebody to go check out. And he's a friend of mine here on YouTube. I'm sure you already know who he is, but Bearded Manchobro here. And I talk about a lot of things on this channel. I talk about health, fitness, but I talk a lot about beards and men's grooming, things to just make you look healthier, not just make you look healthier, but to actually be healthier in a fitness way, but also to look good too. And I feel like when you look good, you feel good, and it's good for your overall just mental health. And when mental health and inside health, as far as your organs get good, then you can start really looking good on the outside. Now, do I have it together and looking good? Absolutely not. Unless you ask my wife, she thinks I'm super sexy. Anyways, guys, I got a special guest on here tonight. Man, I'm just excited for this because this is my very first, listen to me, my very first live stream, not just live stream, but very first live stream when it comes to beard stuff. I do a lot of reviews on my channel. I've done hundreds of reviews on different beard products. I've talked about different how-to tutorials on this channel, but I have never really had a live stream when it comes to beard care. And this is just something that I am super pumped up about. And I'm super pumped with the new guest tonight because I've just got to know him very little recently. I got to try out some of his products lately. And I don't know if you've heard of him. A lot of you guys may not have heard of him because I've been doing this for a long time and never heard of him until recently. So I was able to check him out, check out some of the things that he offers, and we're going to talk about it right this evening on this show. And so make sure you hit that like button coming in. Make sure you share this live stream with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you are absolutely missing out. Because I love to encourage people. If you are depressed, if you just are struggling to grow a beard, I can encourage you to keep pushing on to grow that beard because you got to press through. Sometimes you just want to cut the thing off because you're in that middle stage of, I'm trying to grow a beard and everybody says, oh man, my beard hairs are just going sideways and I can't get them to lay straight. If I had $1 for how many times a friend has told me that, I would not be working a job because I'd be a rich man. But there are things that help, guys. And the number one thing I'd say is just push through and keep growing, and using quality products. I mean, I can't say it enough. Quality products, because the stuff you buy at the store is absolutely junk. It is horrible. And it's got fillers in it. It's mass produced, made in big batches, and all they want is this instead of really good quality. So with that said, without any further ado, I'm going to bring on a friend today, Dewayne, and he is from Bryant Hill, and it is an outfitter. They do men's grooming, and it's pretty interesting because they just don't have men's grooming stuff. They've got different things. They've got well, I don't want to give it away, so I'm going to bring him on here in just a second, and we're going to talk about this stuff. So we're going to bring him on right now. Welcome, Dewayne. What's going on, Dewayne?
How's it going?
I'm good, man. I am good. So, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Myself or the company? Because if I tell you about myself, we might be here all night.
Well, you can tell us a little bit about yourself, and then kind of how you got to your company, how you got it started, and kind of go from there.
Okay. Well, so I am a father of three. My two youngest are on the autism spectrum. I did bodybuilding for a little while, pro wrestling for a little while. I work in security and then do the Bryant Hill stuff. Um, you know, I think I had a boss one time that said, "Oh God, what was that stupid phrase he used? Jack of all trades, master of none." But I think I've got this down pretty good.
There you go.
And
So
I brought
you
a guest with me as well, like I told you. Hope you don't
Slimer.
mind. Yeah,
Hey, listen, I am all good for Ghostbusters. I
that's
love Ghostbusters. It's a classic. I wasn't too fond of the new one, but man, the originals were great. You know,
the afterlife or the female one.
well, it was the first one that I watched, and it wasn't a bad one, but it's just when you watch the originals, it's just kind of hard. I guess it's the nostalgia of watching the old ones, and then you watch. I mean, that's with anything new days.
Oh,
You got all the high tech stuff, which is great, but it's just it's. I guess I'm just when you remember all the original characters and stuff, it's kind of hard to beat that.
oh
Even though
yeah,
the
oh
quality
yeah.
isn't the same, it's just man. It seems like those actors back in the day they were good,
Oh yeah, they knew what they were doing. I mean, but you had two geniuses writing it. Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd.
right?
It was great. Oh, I see my chief beard officer joined us.
Awesome. Welcome, Dakota. Coda bearded legend in the house. Cool, man. Awesome. Well, so I kind of read a little bit about your story, and you had some eczema and some skin issues, and that kind of drove you to the purpose of creating your own products.
Yeah. So I tried a bunch of the big box store stuff, like you mentioned in the intro. And if you've got eczema, anything like that, and you get the chemicals that rub on it, man, it breaks you out. You have the beard dandruff, the flaky skin. I mean, it's horrible. You just do this all day long.
Sure.
Um, so I started doing my research and developing my own products. And my wife and a friend of mine was like, "Man, you probably should sell this stuff. You could probably make some money on it." And I mean, I wasn't really one to push the issue, but the more I kept going, the more I was like, well, I've got this friend that's got this, so let me give them a little bottle, see how they like it, and it just kept going from there.
It's interesting to see how so many men that start their own beard companies, how they say that their wife is the one that kind of drove the whole deal and pushed it. And so I just thought, it just seems like a common deal. It's amazing to think how many women want their husbands to be bearded. And I hear so many people say, my wife just don't like a beard, or stuff like that. And but you know, I, the longer you have a beard, it seems the more your wife starts loving your beard.
Oh yeah, so when I was in law enforcement, I had to keep it clipper close,
Mm,
and of course, I
yeah,
got my wife's like, "Oh, I don't like it. It's like sandpaper." And
right.
once I got out of law enforcement, started getting into the gym, doing the bodybuilding and the wrestling, I let it go, and it just kind of got out of control from there as far as how long I wanted to keep it and grow and
Sure.
um, but the sense is what she really enjoys about it. She loves the smells, and um, once I got the beard oil and the beard wash done, um, it was really funny because she was like, "Well, that's great, but what about me?"
Hmm.
And so there went the entire women's line. So
Hmm.
I started off with beard and got suckered into doing women's. So
Right. That's awesome, man. That's so funny. How it's just you hear this story over and over and over. But Dakota says in the comments tonight, he says, I've used all of the store type beard brands. They are garbage, in my opinion. Once I linked with Bryant Hill, I tried out the farmhouse tobacco. I've never been a tobacco scent kind of guy, but his is amazing. And, I have to agree. When I first smelled the tobacco farmhouse or the farmhouse tobacco, rather, I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to smell because, there's so many tobacco scents out there. And I'm a big fan of tobacco, pipe tobacco, cherry tobacco, all of that stuff. Just, and they seem to all be different. A lot of the ones that you see are like vanilla tobacco, and all that. But this one was a little different. I liked it. It was kind of unique. And I showed my wife and she's like, oh, that's pretty good. And like, oh, I got some utility spray. Smells pretty dang good. Burning the wax melt behind me right now in my studio. And I'm telling you, I have a lot of wax melts that I burn candles. I am a huge, I know it's weird, but I'm a huge candle fan. I mean, I know it probably sounds, trust me, I'm not effeminate, but no. I like this one. This one's pretty good. Let's see if I can get that to there we go. Farmhouse tobacco. So it's interesting because when I open this up, it looks crystallized. Like, I mean, I'm not used to seeing that, which is kind of cool. I mean, but man, that smell, I mean, I open it up like, man, that's pretty strong stuff. That's good because a lot of the wax melts, it seems like they smell so great, but they're just not that strong. You got to almost go to a big box store just to get one that's actually strong. And I like, I am a big scent guy. I'm telling you, if you looked on this shelf to my left, you'd probably see about 300 between fragrances, niche fragrances, designer fragrances, beard, everything beard related, wax melts, and all of it because I'm a big scent guy, and I thought this one was pretty good. I think you did a great job, and so we're going to talk about your products tonight. I'm pretty excited about it. I got them all sitting here, so. About your company, you started this company. When did you start this company?
So this is the part where everybody gets shocked. So I started this company November 2022.
Okay.
And it started off as just, like I said, the beard oil, the beard wash, and then it just took off from there with the bath bombs and the beard butters, the beard bombs, the wax melts. It just kept growing.
Yep. That's awesome, man. Got to get the beard butter, man. Got to get that butter in your beard at night.
So it took me 13 tries to get my beard butter right. And I'm such a perfectionist. And if my wife was in here, she would tell you how much she hated me during this time. Yeah. Because I keep a notebook and I've got everything written down in it, trial, error, what works, what didn't work. And it took me 13 tries to get that right. And I would throw out the entire batch. So I'd make like 16 ounces of it. And if it didn't do just what I wanted it to, I'd throw the whole thing away.
Wow.
And then she's like, why don't you do smaller, batches to test it? I'm like, no, because I'm making it, to fill up these containers. And it's just
all or nothing, baby. All or nothing.
My logic just wouldn't allow me to do it.
That's funny.
And so I think she's about to kill me during the beard butter testing, but I've got it just right. I think I sent you the balm. I didn't send you the butter.
Yeah.
So the consistency that you got in my balm, where, it melts so easy in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
The butter is even better than that. So when you put the butter, you get it out. It is a solid form. But the moment that you just simply do that, it completely melts.
Emulsifies good, huh?
And it literally turns into butter in your hands. It's amazing. You
can see that. You can see how this is the balm too, guys. I mean, that just goes to show you, the wax content is not too crazy. A lot of balms are so hard to even, what's crazy is most of the balms that are like really, really like so full of wax are the ones that I've noticed at the store or on Amazon. I'm talking about like almost like I don't know, incredible high content of wax.
It's cheap.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan when it comes to wax in my butter, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I think it works really good. I like it's just a preference of mine. I like the ones that don't have wax. But again, as I said, I probably have probably 30, 40 of them sitting on my shelf that I do use with wax. I think I like the idea how it does have a better hold to my beard. Also, I understand that when you ship these in the hotter temperatures, you're going to get a whole thing of melted butter. You have to go through the whole process. And I've talked to different company owners and stuff about how, collabing with people and stuff. And I get it. I know that people can put it in the fridge, and I get that, but a lot of people just don't want to mess with it and do it. So I completely get it. Completely get it. And there's nothing wrong with the wax. I promise you, nothing wrong with it. It's not going to hurt your beard. It's just a preference. Again, as I said, I do use ones that have wax in it. In fact, as I said, I have collabs that have wax in it of my own stuff that I've worked with companies. So that should tell you I'm not like die hard against wax. So, but yeah, I'll have to check out your butter sometime, man. I love using butter at night and balm during the day.
I've actually got one right here.
Oh, there you go.
So
awesome.
Just so you can see it, I use the absolute minimum wax that I can basically just to hold it together while it ships in the sun.
Right.
But you can see right there. I mean, it is.
Yep.
And like I told you, look at this. Like, see that? Yep. As soon as you rub it, it's gone, man.
Yep. That's good butter. Oh, we got to get the bread now. Bread and butter.
Right.
That's funny. Yeah. So another thing that I want to talk about on the show tonight is the beard wash. Now, I love beard wash. In fact, if you follow my channel, I did a top 12 company beard wash and conditioners ranked last year. And I think it was like somewhere in the fall. And it wasn't like, oh, these are my only 12. This is just ones that I went to in 2023, ones that most people would probably reach for, the most common ones that people know. I mean, anywhere from Grave Before Shave, which everybody seems to know about that company. It's just one you can find everywhere, Amazon. And there's nothing wrong about that company. But I personally think that there are, in my opinion, better washes out there and conditioners. And again, this is preference, but I just showcased ones that actually worked good for my beard. And, as you know, in beard care, one product may work different than another person. It's just how it is. Our skin is different. If you have eczema, you want to use certain type of products because it's going to affect you differently than a person that don't deal with, eczema or anything like that.
Right.
Perhaps maybe you have acne, some of the carrier blends, stuff like that. Some of the stuff that are in these blends, they could break your, face out, cause ingrown hairs. I mean, we can go down the line, keep going, on and on and on. So it's kind of more of a test, trial and error type deal where you try something, and if it works great for you, keep that in mind, maybe continue to buy. You kind of, you venture out there, try the waters, test them out and see which one may be good out there. That is also another one that would work good for your beard. But I'm just a big fan of beard wash because a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't wash your beard every single day. And you don't have to wash your beard every single day, but I like to wash my beard every day. I just, I don't get dirty most of the time unless I'm working outside, but I do work in an office. And so, but I'm a clean person. I try to stay clean, and I do not condition my beard every single day. But I do like trying these things out because I know that I have friends that will come to me, and even online, even on my channel, and they'll say, what would be good for me? I have horrible irritation, and you struggle with this and that. And, the first thing I'd say is, you want to try something without a fragrance oil, because a lot of the fragrance oils can break your face out. But if you're watching this stream tonight, this is a great company to try out if you have eczema, if you have skin irritations, because this guy right here, Dewayne, he had the eczema. He struggles with it, but he doesn't struggle anymore with the irritation, because he found a product and a good carrier blend that works well for his beard. And I'm sure it'll work well for you. One thing I got to say, Dewayne, is kind of reading up on your company, that you stand behind, you take pride in the fact that you have made a product that you can stand behind and say that this is safe for skin, for all skin types. If we go to the very bottom of the barrel when it comes to skin problems, if you can fix that problem, everybody else that doesn't have a skin problem, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Exactly.
So, hey, shout out tonight to True North Beard Co. Welcome to the channel tonight. Welcome to the live stream. So Dakota says he washes his every day as well. Again, I am a clean freak. I try to stay clean. And so I do wash my beard every day. I do use a scalp massager on my beard because I like to exfoliate it. And when you're in my position where you do reviews all the time, it's so hard to use the stuff you really want to use, because you're always reviewing. You have schedules always. I have companies that I'm working with that, I try to get their stuff out as fast as I can, and some of them take precedence over the others, and just because of the situation we're in. But I'm reviewing at this moment a serum that's supposed to help your vellus hairs turn more terminal, to see if it's legit and actually works. And so I'm going to be doing that review very soon. I'm kind of excited about it. But like I said, I do use that scalp massager on my face every time I use the beard wash. And so, I believe in exfoliating your skin to the best that you can. And it makes you feel better. It kind of feels invigorating when you put that oil on. And one thing I got to say, man, I want to move on to the beard oil. Okay. I'm excited about this one, guys. And the reason why is I found out recently that I am a huge, huge fan of Abyssinian oil. Now, I don't even know if that's even how you pronounce it.
So I can't pronounce it either.
Yeah.
When I tell my wife I've got to order it, I'm always like it's kind of like Worcestershire sauce, you just kind of roll with it.
You feel stupid when you say Worcestershire.
Yeah. I used to joke around with, I grew up on a farm, by the way, which is where the farmhouse tobacco name and stuff comes from. And I used to aggravate my grandmother who raised me on the farm, and I'd call it washy sister sauce.
Oh,
and,
wash your sister?
Yeah. Let me get some of that washy sister sauce.
Wow. Well, that could probably sound a little from Arkansas type stuff going on there. Wash your sister.
It worked.
Hey, watch your sister.
It worked until we went out to eat one day, and then that kind of didn't turn out too good with the waiter and everything. So
yeah, that's funny. So funny. Well, so I'm a big fan of Abyssinian oil. I don't know what it is about it, and I think it's just because how it absorbs so quick into the hair, the beard hairs. It's got a very good absorption rate. But man, I'm telling you, when I put the Abyssinian oil, anything that has the carrier blend of it, my beard, man, looks stinking. I'm telling you, I have so many compliments from my wife during the day I'm telling you, I'll put a beard oil in and it'll look good. But when I put that Abyssinian oil in it, it doesn't matter what brand it is. I'll have this stuff in my beard probably for hours. I'll get off of work. My wife will be like, your beard looks good today. Maybe I need to be wearing that more often.
And you can actually take and use that inside, like for women. I also manufacture shampoos, conditioners. Obviously, I have somebody that tests it for me. But I make that for All Dolled Up, which is a salon that's here in Dalton, Georgia.
Right.
And so I make their shampoos, their conditioners, and things like that. and we're
Sure.
working on a hair oil for women to kind of help with
Oh,
the
nice.
growth and everything.
Yeah.
And that's in my blend for that as well.
Awesome.
Because it just makes the hair look good. It makes it
It
feel
does.
look clean and healthy, and so
Yep. Awesome. Dakota says, I also take pride in keeping a nice beard. You see some guys who grow one and absolutely do not take care of theirs. You have to take care of that beard. I have to agree. I'll
he's got
go
a
out.
nice beard, by the way.
Does he? Does
Oh
he?
yeah,
I tell you what, I see so many guys just like Dakota saying, I go out in public and I'll see a guy walk by and he'll have a massive beard. And it'll just look like just crap. Excuse my language, just horrible. I mean, like it's just going everywhere,
yeah.
and you can tell it's dirty. And my wife will even make comments sometimes to me, like, "Oh my gosh, he needs to do something with that beard." And I think that there's two types of people out there. They're the people that are obviously uneducated. They have no idea how important it is to use beard oil and beard wash. I mean, we can talk about beard butter, beard balm, but when it comes down to really just having a healthy beard,
It's the basics.
the basics, the essentials, a good beard oil with good beard with good care blend ingredients, and a good beard wash. Conditioner is great. It'll make your beard soft and conditioned, but they strip their beards out by using bar soap that you use on your skin, which has different pH levels. They use different. Yep, yep. And by the way, I'm another balded guy too.
I like the look. I saw it on another video. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. What's funny is I'll get into that later. I don't want to chase rabbits on this, but but yeah, you have that type of person out there that's uneducated, and that's why we talk about this on here and try to educate men. But then you have the other side that they're just like they take that stance, like I don't need it. I'm a man.
Yep.
I don't need beard oil. That's for the birds or something stupid like that. Like, dude, you're absolutely right. But you know what? You can say what you want, but in about 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years down the line, you're going to be like, dude, what did I do? My beard is falling out. You split ends. But you know what? I love to tell those guys. So what does your wife think about how your hairs feel like straws? I've got so many friends before really talking to them about beard care. It's funny when you grow a beard and you take care of your beard, you start having people say, what's funny is it's always men. It's always men. I'm
Same
a,
thing
I'm
with
I'm a
bodybuilding.
husband. I got a wife and I'm happy and I'm confident and with her. And I'm a one man woman. I'm a one woman man. Let me rephrase that. God.
I wasn't going to say I caught it.
You didn't catch it, but everybody else is going to be like, dude, did he just say he's a one woman man or a one man woman? But you knew what I meant. But it's funny how I talk to so many guys and they're like, the only people that compliment me on my beard is men. And so I will say this. I had a woman at church one time. She came up to me with her husband present, and she's trying to rub her hands through my beard. And I'm telling you, that is fighting territory with my wife. She says, no woman is allowed to touch your beard except me. And I don't even let her touch my beard sometimes because I just don't want the oils, getting pulled out. But true statement. She will kill somebody if you mess with my beard. But she loves the beard. She does. For a long time, I just kept the goatee. I used to be 300 pounds in another lifetime and I had a short, beard. Goatee just made it honestly, it made me look fatter than I really am. I mean, I was fat, but it made me look really fat because, you don't have that facial hair covering the double chin and all that stuff. And so as I lost weight, started growing a beard, my wife's like, stop cutting your beard. I'll trim it up and stuff, but stop cutting your beard. You're cutting it too much. You need to let it go. And I agree with her. In the very beginning, I was cutting it too much, but she loves it. But then again, as I said, you got those guys out there that I don't need beard oil because I've had a beard all my life and it's fine. But once you start using high quality premium products, you tell a difference. And I'm going to tell you guys out there right now, not only will you tell the difference, but somebody else will tell the difference. Your wife will tell the difference. Your girlfriend will tell the difference. If you're single, other girls will tell the difference, because it's a huge difference,
Mm-hmm.
9-day difference. And so, but I tried to grow my hair out last year. Actually, the year before, I tried to grow it out. I stopped last year, by the way, because I tried to grow this hair back, and it didn't work. I took all these products. I'm telling you, I had so many people following me, doing the minoxidil, the oral minoxidil. I will say that I do believe that the oral minoxidil has really thickened my beard up. I know there's a debate out there. Oh, it doesn't work. It only works for head hair. I'm not kidding. When I started taking that oral minoxidil, it really started. Maybe I just started to get it older, and it's getting thicker. As you get older, your beard changes. But I felt like it really started helping to some degree, but it did nothing to my head. So when I finally shaved that thing off, I'm telling you, my wife she made me madder than a hornet, because she goes, babe, you need to cut your hair because you look 10 years older. And so right when I cut it, everybody's like, oh, thank God you cut your hair. Like, you never said anything months of me going through this until I shaved my head. So I'm just going to go the bald and bearded look. That's just who I am. And it's just, you rock what you got, right?
Yeah. My oldest son, actually, we were talking earlier, and he's got really thick curly hair.
Yeah.
And I said something to him, and he's like, "Why don't you let yours grow out, old man?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Because it looks like a toilet seat, son." And he's like, "No, it don't." So I leaned down because I hadn't shaved it in a couple of days.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh." I said, "Yeah, then go sit down, be quiet."
Yeah.
You mentioned, like a lot of the men. I don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
I did a show in Charlotte in November of last year, and that actually happened, where a guy came up, him and his wife come up, and he actually, like, as he walked by my booth, and I was just like, what an a-hole. And his wife's like, oh, he's had that beard forever, and he doesn't have any problems with it. And I said, yeah, but how do you feel about it?
Right.
Don't worry about him. How do you feel? How does it feel on you? She's like, I hate it. It's prickly and da da da. I was like, all right, tell you what, take this bottle on me. Little beard oil. I said, take this product on me. I'm here for 10 days. Come back and see me. A couple of days later, they ended up coming back and buying the rest of everything for that, and it was the farmhouse tobacco scent.
I believe it.
And but I get a little bit of compliments from men on the beard, but a lot of mine, especially when I was in Charlotte, were women. A lot.
Yeah.
And some of the comments they made, oh man. I think the one I got asked that kind of took me off guard the most was, I literally had two women, and one of them looked at me and goes, I bet that's a soft ride, ain't it? And I was like,
Oh my
I'm sorry,
gosh.
what? And of course my wife's not with me. She's here with the kids. And
You'd be a dead man.
I'm like, I don't know. Would you like to call my wife? I don't know how to answer this,
Right. Exactly.
And so they giggled and walked off. And they're like 50, 60 years old making these comments to me. I'm
oh
like,
my gosh.
y'all keep moving.
They're like, are you trying to rob the cradle here?
Right? You just keep moving. Call my mom. She'll come get you.
Right. Man, that's funny.
So I'm going to ask, I don't want to put you on the spot here, and I ain't trying to take over your show by no means.
No, this is about you today, man. We're showcasing your company.
I want to know what you thought about all the products, what you thought about the laundry detergent. Like, I don't get a chance to ask a reviewer live what they think, so I'm taking advantage.
So we're going to talk about this deal, or this
cocaine in a bag.
Yes, the laundry detergent. Can't even talk. You see, there's nothing in there, right?
Right.
Had my wife I said, listen, honey, I want you to use this on my clothes only. I'm so selfish. And she did it. She cleaned my clothes with just that deodorant, and it was good. Now, the scent wasn't as strong, but I think maybe it has to do with the dryer sheet, the fabric softener. There's a lot of scented laundry detergent that people use, and they can be strong as all get out. And then you put it in the dryer and you use fabric softener, and it really dampens that scent. So I smelt it and it smelled great. I was like, dang it, man. Wish it was a little stronger. But again, I think it was because I used a fabric softener, because that can suck a lot of the scent out of it.
Yeah,
But
don't do that. Now I
yeah.
can send. So I am working on, because I've had somebody ask me for it. The wool balls.
Mm-hmm.
So I had somebody ask me because they went into Buff City and saw that Buff City had scented wool
Yeah.
balls, and they're like, "Can you do that?" I'm like, "No,
Right.
that's just something else I got to make."
Sure.
But of course, happy wife, happy life,
Yep.
and so that's something that I'm working on in the background.
Awesome.
The farmhouse tobacco is my personal favorite scent. You mentioned that you found my company through Beard and Banjo. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Brian, by the way.
Yep.
Um, his favorite scent, which I will send you a sample of, is the Cahutta Sunset.
Okay.
And the Cahutta Sunset is tobacco. It's got peach in it, magnolia, gardenia.
Wow.
It to me, like what inspired that scent was when I was younger. Like I told you, I grew up on a farm. So sitting on the front porch, my grandmother sitting on the porch swing, smoking her cigarette. I'm watching the sun go down over, back behind the barn, and
Mm-hmm.
just the smell of the flowers, or cigarette smoke. I mean, all of that, it just meshed together.
Right.
And so as I was tinkering with these scents and put all that together, I was like, oh my God, this is my childhood. Like if I could put it in a scent, this is it.
Wow.
And so it's as far as smelling like a wax melt, it's my
Mm-hmm.
personal favorite wax melt.
Wow.
As soon as spring hits, from spring until fall, that's all you smell when you walk in my house is Cahutta Sunset.
Wow.
I will not let my wife burn any other scent.
That's awesome.
Now during the winter, it's usually farmhouse tobacco, spice
Sure.
cake, things like that.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the scent. I really am. I'm telling you, I use a lot of this, guys, and this is another thing I want to showcase on this channel. By the way, if you are watching this tonight live, and I believe it's only going to go till midnight tonight,
Yep,
if
midnight
you
tonight.
if you purchase anything from Bryant Hill, from Dewayne tonight on his website, you will get a free gift. And also, if you use the code MJB for Mount Jarbro, MJB20, you'll get 20% off your order. And so, and I'll drop the link below in the description. And I did drop it in the comments also. But this is one thing that I really like, guys. This is a body spray, 1 ounce, or sorry, 8 ounce. And one thing I want to say, this is a pretty big, hefty size body spray, because most utility sprays, they come in, I think they come in like somewhere like 3.4 ounce, somewhere
Yeah, it's
around
about 4 ounces.
3.4, 4 ounce, somewhere around there. And this is a big one. I couldn't even put it on my shelf. I had to put it on the very top because it's just it's a long one. And man, it's full. And the atomizer is great on it. Sorry, guys, I got to get the smell going on here. It just smells so good, and it's unique. I feel like, when I smell this scent, I feel like I want to go outside and I want it to be nice and hot. Like, soak up that sun and just enjoy the scent. I don't know. I think that this could be used year round, in the cold weather, because it's strong enough to get through that cold temperature, but it's not cloying, if that makes sense, where it's too overpowering in the summer. Because when it gets hotter outside, you wear something strong, like, if you wear something that's like a gourmand type, dessert type, really strong, overpowering, something you're going to normally wear in the winter time or when it gets colder. It's not like that. Is this one, I believe you could get away with year round. And this is just a great scent. It says the scent profile is powdery, floral, fruity, and earthy. And it's just all blended well. Congratulations, man. You did a great job on this. Again, we're going to talk again about these wax melts. I'm going to open this up so you can see what these look like. They look like they're crystals on the inside. I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, you can see. But I've used 3 of them now. So I'm burning through the whole house. I got about 3 wax melts going, one in my bathroom, one in my bedroom, and one down here in my studio. And as I said, I'm a big candle scent guy. I've got tons of candles from different beard companies. But and I'm sure you guys have probably heard of Artiest Man. Maybe you haven't, but and I'm not talking about Artiest Man on the show, but I'm just saying they're a respected company. Well, this one is another great one. I'd put it up there. The deodorant is good. I think it's great. I think if I didn't put the fabric softener in there, I probably would have had a better scent. Or sorry, I wouldn't say better scent because the scent's there. Stronger scent. I think it kind of took it away with the heat. So again, the laundry detergent, great, really good stuff. And let's see here, the oil. As I said earlier, one thing I will say about the oil, this is a hefty 2-ounce bottle. Guys,
for 20
listen,
bucks.
60 mil here, guys. Now, I'm telling you, for how much? 20 bucks?
20 bucks.
20 bucks, guys. Listen, that is below market average. You will not spend less, in most cases, less than $17 for a 1-ounce bottle. And they go all the way up to $30. Most are like $17 to $25. And that's fair. But this is very, very reasonable. Man, I'm telling you, for 20 bucks for a 2-ounce, you're getting about $10 an ounce. So that's cheaper than the normal oil. And if you act tonight with that code and the link that's in the description, you get an extra, what is that, $4 off? Mm-hmm. So you're getting basically a 1-ounce thing of oil, if you do the math right, for what is it for what did I say? It was $4 off. 60. Yeah, so you're getting it for $8. You're getting a 1-ounce bottle for $8. You can't even buy that at Walmart.
No.
And if you do it at Walmart, you're buying something that's going to be really bad and trash for your beard.
And there's no fillers in that. There's no cheap fillers. There's no, it's not loaded down with canola or mineral or anything like that. It's blended very well. It's got very good,
high quality premium ingredients. And the Beard Balm, guys, does a great job with hold. It's got that nice farmhouse tobacco. So good. So good. Again, I've used this much, and to you guys, some of you guys out there, you may be saying, you didn't hardly use anything of that. That's a lot for me when I've had several that I use. So I just keep going back to this one because, choices. I'm an indecisive person. I mean, I'll take about a minute looking at my shelf thinking, okay, what am I want to wear today? What am I going to use? And, put a lot of thought into it. But then a lot of times I just can't because I'm reviewing something and I want to make sure that I give a good review. Again, this is the Beard Wash. They do have conditioner as well on their website. They got swag on their website. I did see some swag for autism. Do you still have swag on there for people that want to support autism? Does your son have autism?
My 2 youngest do, yes.
Okay, both sons do.
Yep. 2 out of 3.
So if you have anybody that has autism, you can relate, and you can show some great support on the website by helping him out with supporting the autism for his sons, and also picking up a Bryant Outfitter sweatshirt or hoodie. I believe it's a hoodie and t-shirt, right?
Yeah, I've got a t-shirt that's got the LOVE and the O is the logo. The hoodie, I can also put that on a sweatshirt, and that one's my personal favorite because it says climbing mountains together one step at a time. And then the 3 mountains in the logo are my 3 sons.
Oh, wow.
And so I worked with somebody who designed the logo for me, and I told them I wanted 3 mountains because I want to represent my sons. And so they came up with that amazing design. And so I used that phrase, and then it's, the Bryant Hill Outfitters, and then Fighting for Autism, which Fighting for Autism is a global nonprofit charity. It started in Australia and spread, and I'm the U.S. Vice President of Operations.
Oh, wow.
So I got a lot of hands-on with it.
Sure. Awesome. What's up, Bearded Beanie? Good to see you tonight, buddy. So that's, I mean, I can't say enough of how great. I forgot about the soap. I didn't have the soap because it's actually in my shower,
No,
but
that's
they
fine.
have he's got great bar soap too, guys. So if you're looking for a good bar soap, I do a lot of reviews on bar soaps too, and they have a good one. It's just got that nice farmhouse tobacco scent to it. So if you want to layer it up with any of these other products, you want to use the soap, get out, put the body spray on, throw the beard oil in. That's got Abyssinian oil in it. You put the beard butter in at night, beard balm during the day. Man, the only thing I'd be needing is some lotion, and then I'd be good to go and set and ready to rock. And the clothes that smell like farmhouse
Well,
tobacco,
if
something in the
you
works.
if you go on the website, there's actually lotion on the website. I have
Oh,
organic
I
lotion.
probably seen that. That's probably what sparked my thoughts on lotion. I just as you get older and it gets colder outside, you start having cracked skin, and
Yep.
I talk about this all the time. I'm a big spokesperson for a beer or a soap company. They're specifically into soaps, and I talk about it all the time. How you don't want to have those cracked feet and the cracked hands and stuff like that. And it happens. It does. As you get colder, you don't take care of your skin. A lot of people say, well, that's kind of effeminate. I'm a rough man, blah, 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 blah. Guys, listen, I am 100% all guy, and I still use lotion because, well, I like the scent, but I like to have, I just turned 40 back in June. So, Dwayne, I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm about a little over halfway through my life.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm going to make it to 80. I don't even know if I want to make it to 80 in the world we're living in today. But,
Right.
but, but I will say that as I'm aging, I want to take care of myself because I want to prevent myself from looking older than I could be.
Yep.
Obviously I'm 40. I could look older. I could look younger, but I don't think I think I could look a lot older, and I think it's just honestly I like to use a lot of like high premium, good quality products, but I think a lot of it's lifestyle too. I'm not a big stressor. I don't stress a lot about things in life.
I do.
I'm one of those guys that you don't see any. You might see a couple of gray hairs. My wife will rip them out when she sees it. Not really. She's like, "Oh, I see a gray hair. Thanks for rubbing that in."
I
So,
was, I was going to dye mine. My wife said absolutely not.
and I told my wife, and she agrees. If I start growing a full beard of white, I'm just gonna rock it. They say, I should say, the Bible says, and I know a lot of you guys may not be religious out there, but a gray hair is a sign of wisdom. And now you could say, well, that's probably absolutely not true for some people,
I was going to
but
say, that's why I made
but
the face. I don't know about me.
yeah, but I will say that I life's choices. I try to stay out of trouble. I try to keep my nose clean, try to be an honest guy, and try to do the right thing. And I just don't stress. My wife, she's on this side of the spectrum. That's why I guess we're together. One of the many reasons. But I'm on this side. There's 95% of things that we worry about in this life never come to be. And I've learned that early, young in my life. And so when I go to bed at night, I fall right asleep. And that ticks my wife off because she wants to watch a movie. And if you are a guy out there watching tonight and you can't watch a movie with your wife because once you lay down, you pass out, go ahead and hit the like button and drop a comment. Just say hashtag me too. No,
All right, Dakota. I see that
that's
comment,
a
man.
play on words there. But seriously, guys, that means Dwayne is like Moses. Are you Moses? Are you splitting the beard hairs tonight?
Yeah.
That's funny. But anyways, guys. So yeah, like I said, if you act tonight on the website, you see it in the description. Use the code BMJ for Bearded Manjarbro 20 BMJ 20. It'll save you 20% tonight on everything on the website and only tonight. Now that I believe is ongoing, right? The code.
Yeah, the code's going to be
Okay.
ongoing. I'll keep that up until you tell me to stop. What you mentioned the soaps earlier, I do want to say that I'm doing the soaps and the wax melts that you love so much.
Oh yeah,
5 for 25.
that's a great deal, guys.
So
That's
you're
about
not going to
that's about the
find.
that's about the price, maybe less than you get at Walmart. I mean, for
Mhm.
cheap stuff. And this is like it's too bright
No,
here. Sorry, but this is good quality stuff, guys. This isn't the cheap junk. This is good stuff, and it's a unique scent. It's not going to be something that everybody smells at Walmart
no.
or Bath and Body Works. I don't even know if they even sell wax melts. I know they sell candles, but anyways, it's great stuff, guys. As I said, I do a lot of reviews on different companies. I'm not going to lie to you. If something doesn't smell great, I probably wouldn't necessarily bash the company, but I definitely wouldn't say they're good. And
How
this
did
one, I can say it's good.
how did you like the lather of the wash?
I
I didn't
did.
even
I
ask you
liked it.
that.
I did. I love, that's one of the greatest things that I love about beard washes. A lot of them don't have enough, on their surfactants, they don't have the right stuff to get that nice lather.
Mhm.
Your beard wash does a great job lathering, really good. In
Little goes a
fact,
long way.
it does, and it kind of reminds me of like Beard Octane's daily conditioning wash,
Mhm.
or the what do they call it? Lather conditioning wash, the LCW. Another company that I can think of. There's two companies that I just think when I use this, how just a little goes a long ways. And it was another one like True North Beard Co. that joined us tonight. Some of these companies that you try their stuff, you gotta write them down and remember which ones you use, because for many reasons. Obviously, you want something that's going to lather because it feels great to have a good lather. Not only does it feel great, it does great with removing the dirt and grime off your beard without stripping it. And that's the thing, there's a lot of good beard washes out there, but they may be stripping. And there is a place for stripping beard washes when you want to strip and reset, I should say, your beard from all the stuff you put in it
Mhm.
and the question is, how often do you use a beard stripper? A beard stripper. I should say that that didn't sound right. How often do you use a beard stripping wash? And it just depends on your lifestyle. If you're
Mhm.
getting dirty all the time, you want to probably use that more than somebody else. But I would definitely wouldn't recommend doing it every single day because it's going to strip all the oils out of your beard. Um, me I haven't really been using a whole lot lately, but I usually have this mindset that if I'm going to do it, it'll be like every 2, 3 weeks. I mean, it's just kind of because I use all kinds of different products. Sometimes I need a good reset to do a good thorough review on how a beard conditioner, beard wash, or beard oil works in my beard. Because if you start mixing it, it's kind of hard to tell. Was it this with the
Yep.
Abyssinian oil in it, or was it this with I don't know, grape seed oil in it, or was it this or that, or which one was it? So it's for me, it's that way. But again, this is a good beard wash that will not strip your beard, and you can use it every day, and it has a great lather. And I just can't say enough. As I said, I've said it once, I've said it twice, and I'll say it again. I love the Abyssinian oil in this oil. I'm going to go ahead and read real quick before we get off of here the ingredients of the beard oil. It's apricot kernel oil, coconut oil, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, Abyssinian seed oil, fragrance essential oil, rosemary leaf extract. Now, if you know about cure blends and different types of oils, you will know that rosemary is a good one for beard growth. I mean, it can
Mhm.
help your beard grow, and that is a good ingredient to have in this. Another one would be like tea tree, the whole peppermint, that type of stuff works well too. But a lot of people aren't big fans of peppermint in the beard. They think of
Only at Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah. So, but rosemary leaf extract is a good one. So, and I will say this, I forgot to mention, they do have a pump top, which is pretty cool. A lot of, most of the ones that we talk about and we use, they have the dropper or maybe the
Mhm.
restrictor caps on top. This is a pump top. And again, this is a 2-ounce bottle, $20, guys, 20% tonight with the code. I'm telling you, $18 or sorry, $16 for this big 2-ounce bottle. You just can't beat it. It feels so great in the beard. It absorbs quick. And man, it makes my beard on point. Every time I say that, my wife just laughs. There's a guy that told me one day, man, your beard is on point. And I started saying, man, my beard looks on point today. And she's like, you just copied everything that guy said. Well, I've heard it before, but you know, when somebody says something, it gets stuck in your head and you just use that word more often. And
And when it fits, it fits. I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
you've got a nice looking beard. I mean, like
Thanks,
I went
man.
back and watched the videos, and I was like, man, okay. I mean, you kind of get nervous when you send your products to a guy that's got that real nice
You
look
better
beard,
watch it, dude. You better watch it. If you're a
They'll
beard
get you.
company, you better watch
Yeah.
it because I'm going to nail it down. I'm a nice guy, guys. I'm not going to be mean. I play fair. If something's not right, it's just not right. But I'm never going to down and just put anybody in the ground, and dog their company. That's just not who I am. I have some type of integrity, character, and a lot. I'm telling you, dude, it's crazy how many companies out there are scared to death that a reviewer like myself is going to maybe not like their beer products. Not that they're bad, but maybe I might not like it. And what if I say something really, really mean? And because I'm telling you, there are reviewers out there that are just ruthless. They will get on and say, I'm not going to lie to you. This is crap. This is junk. Don't waste your money. If you want that, you need to go to those channels because you're not going to get it here. I'm going to tell you, it's not my favorite. If something has bad ingredients in it, I will tell you it's got bad ingredients in it. Great company as far as the person. If they're really a great person, if they're not a great person, I probably won't be working with them. So what I showcase on this channel are people that I feel comfortable with, that they seem to be great people. They have great products. And if it does not, there's been a lot of beard companies too that I've reached out to and said, I'm going to review, I can review your product, but it did not work very good at all. And, you just let me know if you want me to say it. And, they're like, well, thanks for trying it out, so you just got to find a happy balance. Cause I don't want to bash a company, but if it's going to damage people's beard, I'll tell people, hey, these are companies that I'd caution you, but I'm not going to get on and blast people and make them feel, like horrible and stuff because they, because a lot of companies honestly are just uneducated. It may work good for them, but maybe it doesn't work for everybody, and most people it doesn't. And so, anyways, that's just part of my job. I get to experience several hundreds of different products, so it's easy for me to spot things differently than most people because I see it all the time.
Well,
And
the
so,
the very first guy that ever did a review for us, I don't even remember how I found him, but I sent him. I mean, it was. I thought I had one sitting here to show you. I guess my wife may have moved it, but it's a. I mean, it was a cheap little, black plastic bottle. The push top. I mean, it was very cheap. I went with something quick that I could grab. I knew the recipe was going to work. The labels were cheap. They weren't waterproof. I didn't realize that at the time when I bought them. And so he did the review, and he complimented the product. He complimented, the scents, and then he was like, "But you need to work on your packaging." He's like, "Love the products, work on your packaging." And he sent me an email, and he was like, "Here's my thoughts." And I said, "Cool, put it in your review." And he's like, "But it's going to look negative." I said, "No, it's not. It's criticism. Put it in the review."
right.
And so he went ahead and did the review, and he was pretty honest about the packaging and the way it looked, and
Sure.
so I tweaked it, and that's why you've got um, the black glass bottle with the pump top. I kind of see where my sons get the autism from, because both my wife and I have a little bit of ADD
Yeah.
and OCD and things like that.
Yeah.
And so I want to control how much I pump into my hand. The
Sure.
droppers, you really can't. I mean, you kind of get it, but with the pump,
It's even.
10 times, I'm good.
Yep.
and it kind of helps balance that out. So
Yeah, and it saves a lot too, because a lot of
yeah.
times, and that's another thing I'm going to say, and then we're going to wrap this up. But a
Mhm.
lot of people also use too much butter, too much balm, too much oil. Then they're like, man, my beard is way too greasy. I don't want to use this anymore. Well, you need to dial back on that because it just depends on how long your beard is. And also, is your beard uh, porous? Do you have more porous beard hairs? Are you. It all depends. There's a lot to that varies when it comes to beard care. So I would highly recommend that if you are experiencing, I think I've seen somebody say something in the chat tonight too. If somebody is struggling tonight with extra greasy, oily facial hair when you're using beard products, you need to dial back on it just a very little bit, and just test it out. And you can add a little bit more. You can take a little bit off,
Mhm.
but you need to find out what fits your beard hair because everybody's beard is different,
Yep.
and everybody has different hairs. They've got different beards. Beards grow differently throughout your life. Your beard now may look different than your beard next year.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just, it's a journey. And I am excited to be on the journey to growing beards. And I'm excited to be here with this community. As I said, Dewayne, you are my first beard company tonight to showcase on this channel. I'm super pumped and excited to see where it's going to go. I'm trying to learn and get to know more of the community
Mhm.
because it's hard to really get to know the community. I know that the bearded beanie, he's become a friend of mine on YouTube, but there's a lot of people get on my channel and they'll comment or maybe like a video, and that's just it's hard to really get to know somebody that way. So I'm trying to build a little community in my little corner of YouTube and just be there to encourage and answer the best I can. I certainly don't have all the answers,
I don't think
but
any of us do.
no, we don't. But I can tell you my advice from what I've learned from my beard growth, and not here's the thing, not even just beard care, life. I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, and a lot of you guys to go through things in life, and a lot of people just need community. They need somebody to be there to push them and encourage them, and just to be there to listen. And so yeah. So thank you guys so much for checking out this live stream tonight. I want to say this. I put a deal earlier on my community tab. I posted, if you are able to, I am trying. Now, this is a special deal tonight. I'm reaching out to the community. If you are able to come up with a cool name for my live stream show, because I've got the Writing the Peptide show that I do when it comes to health and fitness, but I'm trying to find a nice name that would just fit good on this channel. The Bearded Manjaro. I just changed and branded my channel recently in the last few months from just Chad Boney to the Bearded Manjaro. I'm on Manjaro. It's a GLP-1 for my diabetes and weight loss. But I'm also a bearded guy. So Bearded Manjaro actually worked out pretty good. I
Yes.
put it out there and people are like, yeah, I like that one. So if you can come up with a cool name, drop it in the comments. Let me know, because I'm trying to come up with a cool, unique name for my show that I'm going to have different things on here, different topics, maybe different creators on here talking to them, interviewing, just showcasing beard companies like yours tonight, men's grooming, several things that men are interested in. And I hope that it's going to be encouraging to you. It's going to be helpful for you in some degree. But you can always send me an email too if you don't want to drop in the chat, chadboneyreviews@gmail.com. I'd be happy to reply to you. If you have any questions about any of this product tonight, you can certainly get a hold of Dewayne on his website. You can reach out to me through email or in the comments. And so, but with that said, guys, Dewayne, thanks so much, man, for coming to the channel tonight and on the stream.
Appreciate you having me, and Dakota and Bearded Beanie, and I think I saw Josh up there somewhere. So
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate you guys coming in and watching. And yeah, if you guys got any questions, I'm not going to pretend I know all the answers to everything. But if I
We
don't know
don't.
it,
We
man,
don't.
no,
Not everybody.
no, not everybody does. But we can research, and
That's right.
maybe we can bounce some stuff off of each other. And you mentioned not every beard oil and beard product is the same for everybody. On my beard oil itself, if you scroll to the bottom of the description, you can actually go and create your own beard oil. Like you take the base that I've got that's there and add things to it, change the scent, whatever you want. But you can add different oils to it. If you like it a little thicker, you can add some castor to it, and I'll make it for you and send it to you. So
Wow, that's awesome, man. That is a cool offering. I love castor. To me, the thicker viscosity, it's kind of hard. Like I said, I am one of those guys that's indecisive, so thinner viscosity works good for me too. But medium to thick viscosity, like an artist man, it just, I think it's just the weight in my beard. It lays it down and it does really well. And I love castor. I feel like it just makes my beard feel fuller, if that makes sense.
it does.
And so I think you do a great job with your carrier blend. I really like, I said, I'm not going to keep on harping on the Abyssinian oil, but it works great, guys. And if you've never tried Abyssinian oil in your carrier blend of your beard oils, you got to start searching it and looking for different carriers that carry it. And one right here is right in front of you, right here tonight. Super easy. You just go to the link below and check out the beard oil, because I'm telling you, you got to just trust my opinion on this farmhouse tobacco. It is a nice one. And it is, I feel like it'd be a compliment puller. I mean, I haven't wore enough to have the compliments, but I think it's one of those that would be up there for compliment puller.
It definitely will grab it.
Idol.
Oh yeah, it definitely catches attention, man. It really does, especially that body spray.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It catches attention, whether you want it or not. You're going to get it.
Oh yeah, looking forward to using this more and more. Anyways, guys, so thanks so much for staying to the end and checking out the live stream tonight. And stay tuned to this channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it.
Yes.
Again, hit that like button on this, because it does help get this out to more people. And as we continue to grow this community, we're just going to have a great time. I'm going to make more of a normal routine of doing these, so you guys can make sure you come back and support different beard companies, because we're all in this together, trying to support our brothers that are bearded, just to be healthier and all things beard related. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys later. God bless you guys.
See y'all. Thanks for having me.